It's flashing. Yeah. Was it on?
No, the blue
It,
light is
it
no.
but no, but was the mic on though? Did you have to turn it down and turn it back up?
Yes, I did.
So it was on, it just wasn't on. Yeah. I guess they weren't meant to hear my Dave Chappelle joke.
There.
Ah, there we go. They weren't meant to hear my Dave Chappelle joke. That's what it was. Thank you for checking, bro. They was gonna think, yo, we gonna cancel you again, bro. You know what? They canceled. We was just banned for 90 days. It was Dave Chappelle. It was Dave Chappelle. It was yeah, yeah, bruh. Yeah, dang, you know. But yeah, I know it's late, but we are live for Q&A. Yeah, it was, bruh. It was yeah. Oh, we sound good though, and appreciate that sound check. And yeah. So we back, brothers and sisters. We had a lovely day, lovely day, and we had a beautiful Sabbath, a beautiful baptism, a beautiful, um, just chill session with the brethren and the family, the spiritual family, with the sister that got baptized, and it was love, and it was peace, and it was order, and we even had a birthday today. Had brother Naziah and sister Sherry's grandson, I believe, birthday, and shout out to all that. Congratulations to everybody. Um, we had some viewers all the way from South Africa, so a whole family, a whole household. So all praise to that. Um, some know, some may not, but we are expanding to what the Most High allows us through the leadership of our dear beloved brother Elijah and the Most High's guidance. So all praise to the Most High for that and whatever He allows us to do. So yeah, it is windy. Sound like people knocking at the door, but what I'm going to do. I love the fact that we're back on Facebook because it's so easy for me to check if there's been a question. So I'm gonna check. We got our good brother on the ones and twos, and bro, if you see anything, you can let me know. Do I see anything? No, I don't. Shout out to, and I know probably nobody is listening to this, and maybe nobody will, but maybe somebody will though. Shout out to the Children of the Kingdom group chat, man, and it's been a lot of people that updated today. Oh, sister, she said she's in. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, nice. Yeah, this is cool, but yeah. Um, shout out to everybody. I mean, we got people from Trinidad and Tobago. We got people from Jamaica, Brazil. We got people from Thailand and in the Netherlands. We got people from the UK. We got people from all over the Caribbean. You know, we got people from all over South Africa, all over Africa, and of course, all over these great here United States. But shout out to the children of the kingdom and everybody that had a great week or that pushed through. Shout out DJ Repent, man. Shout out to Big Homie Europe, Sister Jasmine, Brother Isaiah, you know what I'm saying, Sister Jaleesa. Shout out to Brother JD with the Sabbath Burning Midnight Oil series that he does every midnight on the Sabbath. Shout out to my brother Chris Henderson. You know, shout out to Sister Sophia, Sister Mo. You know, just saying shout out to all the brothers and sisters. Of course, Sister Shireen. Of course, Luyanda. Of course, you know, all the ICOJ members, ICOJ DC members. Shout out Sister Drew in the Chicago crew. Brother Armand. But yeah, so I don't think we have anything online, and I will Africa, so hey, a whole family, a whole house. Oh, it's sounding good on ooh, we back, baby. Wait a minute. Oh. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, I apologize for the stupid editing issues we had earlier on. Some people might not even realize it, but if it don't look normal for the intro, I apologize for that, guys. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna just read what was just here in Proverbs 18, and then we'll call it a night. So I can say I at least read something. So the Bible's just open up here to chapter Proverbs 18. I'm going to read it. It says, through desire a man having separate. Ooh. I ain't read this in a minute. It says, through desire a man having separated himself seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom. I always thought that was a powerful or very powerful verse. Through desire a man having separated himself seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom. So if you want to, sometimes in order to find wisdom, you have to isolate yourself. Sometimes in order to grow, you have to isolate yourself. That's what that means. That's what that means. And that desire is that want for you to grow. You have to have a want for you to grow. And sometimes you have to focus on you, right? You focus on you because you can be that one friend that pours out all your energy on somebody, on your friends and family, your loved ones. But if you don't focus on you and your feelings and your thoughts and your peace, then how do you grow into your best you if you're not meditating on the word day and night? See, sometimes you have to separate yourself from your programmed day to day. Sometimes you have to cut the TV off. Sometimes you have to fast from social media. sometimes you have to fast from non-essential goings on in your life, period. Right? And when you're younger, I feel like people that's younger have a more of an opportunity to do so, because when you get a little bit older, you kind of do that a little bit more naturally. Anyway, through your wisdom. See, you've grown in wisdom. You intermeddle with it through experience. But when you're younger, you have to have a desire. Most younger people don't have a desire to say, oh, I'm not going to go out with everybody. You young, that's what you do. That's why it says, through desire, a man having separated himself, seeking the end. See, you can learn wisdom at a younger age by doing things like this. But you have to have a desire. Not everybody has that desire. You got too many worldly desires pulling you all here this way, and that's why people are not wise. You got to move right. And you got to get taught. You got to get taught and see. And this is teaching you how to do it right here. It's teaching you the steps to move right. So that's, man, the Bible deep, man. That's one verse. And we can keep building off that spirit talk, right? See? All on one accord. You can't make it up. Shot it. So the next one, and let's say, how about this? For sake of, it being so late, it's, and we say some stuff like it's up over here. Well, I'm going to read 7 verses and then it's up. I'm going to just read 7 up, That might have to be a thing. You know what I'm saying? So here's verse number 2. A fool have no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself. Man, you know what that means? The Lord is so cold. He tell you what's done in the dark is going to come to the light. But even when you try to hide things about yourself, like Judas, it's still going to come out. A fool had no delight. See, Judas didn't want to understand that he was the one that was being used by Satan, right, to betray the Messiah until it was too late. And then it was too late, right? Because a fool have no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself, right? That's crazy. And then let's see what the next verse say. When the wicked cometh, then cometh also contempt. And with, man, why I had to come across this word? Ignominy, reproacheth. And I've looked that word up before, and for some reason I knew what that word meant at some point, but I forgot now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the definition and I'm going to write it in my Bible so I don't forget it next time. So this word, I remember this verse too. It's been a minute. But verse 3, Proverbs 18:3, it says, when the wicked cometh, then cometh also contempt. So that's true, right? Because, wow, if you ever have somebody that's wicked stay with you or live with you or work with you, right? This is real. If you have somebody that's wicked and you're in a relationship with them, I don't care how good it can be for a small period of time, contempt is coming. Contempt is coming, right? Eventually, that strife, that discord is going to be there. And guess what? Contempt is a strong dislike. If this is talking about if you're wise and you're moving correct, like you mentioned, move correct. You got to move correct. If you're moving correct, I don't care how much you love somebody that's not moving correct. Before long, contempt. Unless you be agreed. Two cannot walk together unless they be agreed. You should not be equally yoked with non-believers, right? But there's the word ignominy, right? And it means public shame or disgrace. Let me see if I'm even saying it right. I said it right the first time. Ignominy. Okay, I said it right the first time. I switched it up the second time. So ignominy, right? Is that from a U.S. pronunciation? Ignominy. Ignominy. All right. So yeah. Okay. So ignominy. That's IGNOMINY. Very ugly and weird word. I told you that wind sound like somebody knocking. So that is public shame. That is public. Maybe that's spirit knocking though. Public shame or disgrace. And this is how you got to study your Bible. This is how you got to learn. Public shame or disgrace. And with public shame or disgrace comes reproach. So that's what it's saying. And that's all verse 3 about the wicked coming. And look at that. Oh, right. Oh, I'm looking at the verse now. It says, when the wicked cometh, then cometh also contempt, and with ignominy reproach. Oh, that's tough. Oh, yeah. Back to Wayne. When the wicked cometh, right? Because that's unfortunate. It could be, everything could be going well. And you could invite, bruh, this is not a joke, bruh. This is why God got on Jehoshaphat for banding up with Asa, bruh. He was like, I don't care if y'all brothers. He an enemy of the Lord. That's what God had to say to Jehoshaphat. Man, that's deep, bruh. And public shame on this. Wow. Anyway, verse 4. It says, the words of a man's mouth are as deep waters. Yep. The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. Yeah, man. This is more than likely. Wait, it's saying Proverbs 20:5. Hold on. Ooh. No, see, I've been doing that before, Wayne. First of all, that was my one. It just sounds like his because his viral now. I've been doing that. Spirit talk. That's a spirit talk sound. So look what it says in Proverbs 20:5. It says, counsel in the heart of man is like deep water. Whoa. But a man of understanding will draw it out. That's facts. Counsel in the heart of man is like deep water. That means it's a lot. Right? But a man of understanding will draw that water out. So what is he really drawing out? He's drawing the counsel out. He's drawing the counsel out. This is a wise man, if you ask me. Counsel in the heart of man is like deep water, but a man of understanding will draw it out. It could be like that. Yep, it could be like that. Because Proverbs 18:4 says, the words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. Yes. That seemed like it's not saying much, but if the man is wise, deep waters is a lot. Oh yeah, if the man is wise. And it says, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. So that means you're going to get a lot of gems out of that. You're going to get a lot of gems out of that. Right? Anyway, verse 5, it says, it is not good to accept the person of the wicked, to overthrow the righteous in judgment. It is not good to accept the person of the wicked. Of course, why would you do that? That's false judgment. They did do that to Jesus. They did do that to Jesus, to overthrow the righteous with Barabbas. Right? That's injustice. That's injustice. That is being partial. We are not supposed to be partial to the law. We are not supposed to be partial to the law. We are not supposed to have respect of persons, are we? We are not supposed to have respect of persons. That is an abomination to the Lord. That is a false balance to the Lord. And the Lord said an unjust weight is an abomination. It is not good to accept the person of the wicked, to overthrow the righteous in judgment. And then we had the nerve to say, let his blood be on our children. And we wonder why, what was that? And something must have fell over. One of them lockers must have flipped because it's windy out there. And I done seen that. I done came over in the morning or late at night over here. I've been seeing things flipped around because that wind. But yeah, anyway, verse 6, a fool's lips enter into contention. Ain't that the truth? And his mouth calleth for strokes. And see, we talked about that a little bit today in the we're gonna need some type of code. I'm thinking about some type of restaurant kind of vibe, some type of, Margiano's or something. When we was in Margiano's, we were talking about how, sometimes people can hate on you, and sometimes you can cause people to hate on you. And I didn't say anything while we were having that discussion, but I thought about this verse. The fact that we was talking about people can end up hurt. Right? And I know I did mention consequences for foolishness, consequences for wickedness. There's a lot of deep layered consequences for foolishness that we could avoid if we know how to keep our mouth shut. Like our brother was saying, loose lips sinks ships. Right? So look at all that spiritual, how I go together. A fool's lips enter into contention. What is contention? Contention is strife. So a fool is always going, and then another verse in Proverbs says that only by pride cometh contention. So look at the correlation between being proud and being a fool.
Talk about that too.
And we mentioned that.
So Saul and David, we talk about
right.
How power corrupts people. But
right.
It's not power. It's your intentions. It's in your heart.
Right.
The way to tell how somebody is when they get everything they want. How do they treat other people?
Right.
That's the real test.
That
is.
It
go both ways too, though. But that's the real test to look.
Yeah.
People say, "Oh, well, the community is messed up because there's not enough money in the community." Well, don't you think you would have money if your mind was right?
Right.
Right.
That's what it come down to.
You got nothing to do with money. It's in your heart.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does. It does. It really, because mankind's heart is desperately wicked above all things, who can know it. So even today, that's why in the lesson, the one Lord, one faith, one baptism, we read the wisest man's words and instructions and conclusion to the whole matter and duty of mankind, period. And he not only told you what it was to fear God and keep his commandments, he told you why you need to do that, because God is going to bring to judge. He's going to judge even the secret things of the heart, because mankind is so devious and so dubious when it comes to their intentions that you have whole countries built off bloodshed. You have whole societies built off greed. You have whole communities, right, that's built off an agenda. Like how you got a ghetto that has the intention to ensure that people are disenfranchised. That's the goal of the project, right? The goal of the project was to psychologically put people on top of each other with no true stable economic, right, foundation, right? Because a lot of it was already stripped away from them. And you target these same neighborhoods by flooding liquor stores on every block, right? And access to guns and access to drugs, which these people do not own or make or even have access to in their country to produce it. And then you stack them on top of each other, and then you wonder, and then you blame them for being deviant.
And you give them a street named Martin Luther King.
And you give them a street named Martin Luther King adjacent to a Malcolm X.
Right.
Every hood, every ghetto, and that's a true glimpse of the actual ghetto, which is really a term that goes back to housing the Jewish people.
Right.
Malcolm X Avenue, Martin Luther King Boulevard. You can't make it up. But yeah, that's just a little spirit talk. And we got the last one. See, a mouth, and his mouth calling for strokes. So when you see all these bully videos and all these celebrities, you know, even as simple as Will Smith and Chris Rock, your mouth do call it for stroke. Now we can't, like I say, like it's layers to it, complexities to it. But the bottom line is, if he didn't say something, I'm not looking at the being provoked. I'm just looking at the 1 + 1 = 2. I don't care about the intricacies or the complexities that may have motivated. No, the simple math behind what happened is words were said and a stroke occurred from it. So we're learning the nature of man through Proverbs, right? And then see, a fool's lips though enter into contention, and his mouth calls it for strokes. A fool's lips can be a whole bunch of things. A fool's lips could be boasting. A fool's lips could be a liar. A fool's lips can be not having respect. A fool's lips can be not knowing your role, you know, and then you wonder, I'm not saying this right, but you wonder how a foolish woman can get up in a man's face that's twice her size and do certain things and say certain things, and then people get mad at the man, when really what provoked that man? If we looking at the basic math of 1 + 1 =, right? That's what we seeing. Right? Especially if you did something foolish. Because hey, this is the nature of mankind. And the last one is, a fool's mouth is his destruction. Look at that again. A fool's mouth is his destruction. Dang, the Irishman, right? Like, I'm not calling Jimmy Hoffa a fool. He's a very, very, very wise man and strong, in ability and mobilization. Yeah, most def. But sometimes we don't know when to stop talking. Sometimes we don't know when to stop talebearing. Sometimes we don't know when to stop gossiping. And that can lead to your destruction. We saw that with David and the Amalekite who claimed to kill Saul and ended up being put to death for not being afraid to kill the Lord's anointed. When he really didn't even kill him. He was a fool. He thought he was going to get a reward out of King David. You see, his mouth literally ended him in the grave, destruction. And his lips are the snare of his soul. Some people stay in a trick bag, right? A snare because of their mouth. Look at that. But anyway, brothers and sisters, that's all we got. That's 7 up. And as long as there's nothing online, I guess Brother Jonathan would have seen something. So we good. Yes, it's too late anyway. So that's it. And we're going to close out. Remember, ignominy means public shame or disgrace. And with that, brothers and sisters, we're going to close out with the Lord's Prayer. And I'm going to try again without nothing. I don't usually say the Lord's Prayer all the time like that. But our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. All praises. All praises. Yeah. All praise to the Most High.